got asked about making houses and stuff out of wood, you know, the little toy houses out of wood for game training that, or out of copper. Yeah, I've done that. Takes a lot of time, and copper, oh man, is that ever expensive stuff right now, eh? The only place you can find that is you go down to the thrift store, the Salvation Army type store, and there'll be sometimes there'll be really crappy artwork, eh, where somebody has done something out of a copper sheet, eh, copper craft or whatever, eh. Steal those, eh, you can flatten them out, and that's a good source for stuff like that if you want to do copper work, eh. But no, it's too expensive. You can buy little bits of, you know, like brass and stuff. I mean, if you're going to do that, do it out of brass and stuff. Go to the hobby store and buy those scrap bags, hey? Like I buy those quite often, eh? You can get tubes, you can get little square pieces, and you can get sheets, eh? And usually in the grab bag type thing, there'll be brass, aluminum, some steel, sometimes not very often, but usually brass and aluminum, copper, eh? All kinds of little pieces, eh? Pretty cool, and, you know, but more work involved. Wooden ones, yeah, I make little wooden ones, but they're toys, eh? Like I make them for the grandkid, eh? I suppose there's no reason. I mean, because the foam, okay. Like a lot of people don't have saws and stuff like that, hey. So I mean, you need a table saw, eh? At least, I mean, that's how I do it. I don't know if you can do it. So, anyways, yeah, okay. Make your building like this, eh? And then if you want, take little squares of cardboard, you know, like cereal box, okay, and stick a few on here in a brick pattern, you know, maybe up here and stuff, and then you could plaster this, hey, and instead of, you know, just using kind of windows like this, hey, well, you know, you could cut your hole, or you could, you know, same effect, hey, this, you know, like glue in a little square window frame in there, okay. Now you can plaster it, goop it the same way, and it'll come out looking like this. It's going to be in harder, okay. Not so easy to repair, maybe, I don't know. I've never really done it because you know, too labor intensive compared to doing the foam, eh. The foam's pretty easy. The foam's low cost, eh. Up here, plywood is really expensive, especially good one side, eh. You could use the other wood, what do they call it, you know, stuff you put on the roof and that. I've got some here. I can never remember stuff when I'm talking about it. Anyways, but it's really rough, eh? So you'd have to resurface it first, eh? And you can't really just sand that stuff down to a flat surface. It just, man, it just doesn't work, eh? You'll sand smooth, but it won't be a smooth surface, you know, it'll be all kind of, so you can't really detail it. Now, stuff like this is like 26 bucks, and you can get this stuff for 2 sheets of this, same size, 10 bucks. You know, less than half price. That's why I use that. Plus, it's not that hard, you know, to modify and fix, okay? The roof, well, I mean, glue on paper just like shingles, or, you know, depends what kind of roof you're going to be doing. But yeah, wood's cool. I do wood, but, I mean, I kind of unfinished structures like this, eh? You know, like, so if you're going to do it like me, and you really want to know. See on the corners there? I mean, I 45 them. Found the other piece on this thing that blew off during my demonstration there, eh? But anyway, so I've glued it back on. I also figured out why I had this piece leaning over here. It was just so for the overhang for the shingles. This one was going to be kind of shingled, eh? Alright? On the other side here, it's broken off. So I'm going to show you how to modify a piece of this foam terrain that you don't like, you know. I'm just going to break this corner off here a little bit, eh, because it just doesn't look quite right. So I'm going to, and then I'm going to peel it back a little bit and put some, you know, brick effect in it along the edge here. And I'll just kind of cut it straight. I'm going to crumple the top part up here too, maybe a little bit more. Don't know. Anyways, I mean, do that, and then we'll regoop at the same time we do this. And speaking of this piece that I peeled off here now, if you wanted to do brickwork, you can just do it right there now, because I mean, this is a layer of goop over top of it, hey? So, I mean, it basically simulates the plaster anyways, hey? So if you were just to cut new bricks in there and then paint it, you know, or brown colored, you know, the same color that you did your other bricks, hey, it would look fine. You know, I would probably taper this a little bit more, make it, try to look at it. But, okay, so I'm going to carve a little bit more bricks on here. I'm not going to go on here, I'm just going to regroup this, okay? But I'll show you when I do all the regrouping, okay? But I am going to carve a few more bricks over here on this one corner just to make it look more like it actually has been, you know, rubbled there a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to show you what I do for flocking on this too. We'll use this one as sort of our example, okay? But you can see it, you know, from the, you know, the repair episode there that, man, it, you know, this stuff is fairly tough, eh? That's what I like about it, is it's got a little bit of give. And, you know, a friend of mine likes the terrain, you know, like the ground cover and stuff, because it's semi-soft, you know, when you feel the grass, it looks really, my wife likes it just because she wishes she was small and she could run around among all the stuff, eh? But, hey, anyways, that's why I go with foam. Now the other, I forgot to say this on the little segment there on wood houses, these things. I can't see them. These ones, okay? Those little wood houses are, if they're for a garden railroad, like you want them outside, I'm going to be doing a whole segment on that kind of stuff here in a little bit, kind of like the gnome wooden house that I have outside. I got kind of cut off there before, but you basically need a table saw, and they're more expensive. Now if they're going to be kind of rustic western lookout for your garden railroad or something like that, I can show you how to do, you know, natural ones so that then they weather properly and they look old and that. But they're not going to last forever. But hey, they'll be cheap, okay? All right.